All right, Calculus, welcome to another video here for your review packets, practice problem packet here. Page 1, finishing up page 1. If you're a B student, we got that done today. I'm going to do 5A and C for cohort A. Then I'm just going to do a few more. I've made several videos. Page 3 is totally in a video. I want to go over mostly page 2 tomorrow, then I'll make another video for that Thursday. My goal is when we have our Google Meets meeting, noon to 12:45 on Thursday, for us to look at page 4 and 4B in this packet. Okay? And then we'll go from there. All right, anyway, folks, that'd be good first week. On page 1, let's take a look here. I need to simplify this. So this comes from Honors Algebra 2. You guessed it. I needed to factor x plus 2, x plus 1 is the top. Can you see that? I can see it. And then x minus 2, x plus 1 is the denominator. X plus 1 over x plus 1, x equals -1 is a removable discontinuity. We would have called that a whole in Honors Algebra 2. That leaves me with x plus 2, x minus 2 as my simplified answer. The x's do not cancel. The 2 and the -2 do not cancel, be -1 as well. We learned that in Honors Algebra 2. All right, so I'm going to put up 5C. I need a little bit more room for 5C, so I shall put that on the board now. It is simplify again. That is from Chapter 8 in Honors Algebra 2, so it would have been a little bit harder one. So on C, x squared divided by x squared minus 4. Instead of writing that, you can see on your paper, I'm going to factor it. It's x plus 2, x minus 2. That is what x squared minus 4 is. Minus x plus 1. All of that is being subtracted over x plus 2. In order to add or subtract fractions, I need the same denominator. Notice that I have x plus 2 and x plus 2. This has an x minus 2, so that is what I'm going to attach to that denominator. Now, if I multiply the bottom by x plus 2, I got to multiply the top. I'm sorry, by x minus 2, x minus 2. This is great. I now have a common denominator of x plus 2, x minus 2 is my common denominator. Now, I'm going to start foiling up here. But I'm going to be very careful. It is going to be x squared minus, big parenthesis or brackets. This is going to be x squared. Now we should be able to foil in one step now in calculus. X squared minus 2x plus x. Minus 2x plus x is a minus x. And then 1 times 2 is a -2. All right. Up top. I can't see that. Bring it on down, bring it on down. All right. Looking better. Holy cow. So the denominator is going to be x plus 2, x minus 2. All right, and then the top, take a look at what happens. X squared cancels. To subtract a negative plus 2. Oh my gosh, the x plus 2 over the x plus 2 now cancels. You can put that in parentheses if you want. You're left with 1 over x minus 2. Look at that. That was fun. All right, that's all from Honors Algebra 2, Chapter 8. Now, I believe some of these are already in video. Yes, that one is in a video. I want to talk about 6B here, and then I will talk to you about 7, and then we'll see what we can save for an in-class visit here. Okay. So let's go to 6B, rationalize the expression and simplify. We're now on page 2. 5 by page 1. All right. We are now on page 2. Okay. I have 6b. H, I changed this one. It's h over, we're going to see this a lot, especially as we let the limit of h, the limit of this as h goes to 0. When we talk about limits, first thing in calculus. So as we learned from 6a, either in class or in the video, to get rid of a root in the denominator, I need to multiply the top and bottom by the conjugates of that denominator. The conjugate is same two terms, only with the opposite sign in the middle. So a plus in the middle. Square root of 4 plus h plus 2. Now, here's what we're going to do on 6b. Don't worry about this top, about doing distribution. Just write it as h times 4 plus h plus 2. So you're going to see this type of question a lot when we start evaluating limits. Now down below we do have conjugates. A root times itself, what is inside the root just falls on out. 4 plus h, can you see that? I think you can. Minus, because it's always a positive times a negative or a negative times a positive. Minus 2 times 2, which is 4. Oh, what happens here? All right, so we have again h times this weird quantity, what was that conjugate, divided by just h. And then, oh my gosh, the h's cancel. Well, isn't this something fun? The h's cancel, leaving you with a final answer, and this is special for a reason. I mean, you're gonna see this a lot, of 4 plus h plus 2. If we let h be 0, we can see that we will get a special sort of answer. All right, you're going to do this a lot when we start evaluating limits. So then let me then do 7 here with you, and then we'll see about finishing page 2 when I see you in class again, either Wednesday or Thursday of this first week. First 2 days pretty good, folks. I do appreciate you being here, so keep doing it. All right, keep doing it. So, number 7, rewrite by completing the square. Rewrite by completing the square. Well, first off, it just says what? X squared plus x plus 1. Let's say y equals, all right? Guys did this when you talked about circles in pre-calculus. We did not do this in honors algebra 2. Well, we did complete in the square, but not with just an x there. What we're going to do is we're going to move the 1 over. You have y minus 1 equals x squared plus a single x, leave a space. To complete the square, this was from honors algebra 2, you take half that middle term. Well, there's a problem there, because half that middle term, the middle term is 1, half of it is 1/2. Then you take that 1/2 and you square it. That is a quarter. Ugh. So what you're going to do is you're going to add a quarter to the right side, and if you added a quarter to the right side, you need to add a quarter to the left. And now, believe it or not, this can be factored. All right? What multiplies to a quarter yet adds to 1? Well, that's always half the middle term. So it does factor to be x plus 1/2 parentheses squared. All right? Well, multiply 1/2 times 1/2 is a quarter. 1/2 plus 1/2 is 1. We stayed away from the odd numbered middle terms for a reason. On the left, we have y minus 3/4. So in completing the square, I have a standard form of a parabola here. I put the x plus 1/2 parentheses squared, then I add 3/4 over to the other side. Okay, again, with a middle term that is odd, you're going to have a fraction like that. But when you talked about, I'm sorry, so you completed the square with circles, but you also completed the square with ellipses, hyperbolas, with ellipses. Did you complete the square with ellipses? You might not there. With parabolas, though, for sure. You complete the square with parabolas. And you definitely did it with circles. Okay, let's talk about 7b. Same type of deal, complete the square. And then I think that'd be a good video because you have so many videos already to keep you busy on the days you're not with me. 7b. So again, I'm going to say y equals. So you have y equals 2x squared minus 12x plus 11. Okay, so like we did before, y minus 11 equals. Now, there's a problem here. To complete the square, it needs to be a single x squared. A single x squared. That's not a single x squared, that's a 2x squared. So I'm going to factor out a 2 from both the x squared term and the middle term there. I'm going to factor out a 2. Divide those both by 2. Don't divide that. Move that over. Then I'm going to divide both of those by 2. So 2x squared minus 12x. You can see it there. Then I complete the square. Okay? So I take half this middle term. Take half that middle term. Half of negative 6 is a negative 3. And then I take negative 3 and I square it. Well, that's nice. It's 9. We did a lot of this now. Is that true? I put a 9 there. We might not have done this, though. What? I think we did. Yeah. What is technically being added? Not 9, but 18. That 2 on the outside means I'm really adding 18 to the right. So I need to add 18 to the left. All right, so what I have here now is a y plus 7 equals 2 times what multiplies to 9 and adds to a negative 6. Negative 3 twice, it's always half the middle term. Then, getting this in lovely standard form, I move the 7 over. And I have completed the square. So again, we might be doing completing the square a few times this year. And that looks pretty good. And looking at this, my goal is to get through page 2. Again, page 3 is something I have put in a video. Page 3, video made. They're all in a video, okay, on Yak Math videos. So I trust that you can find that. It's been uploaded to your Google Classroom. So page 3 is on your own. And either make a little bit of video or we'll talk about page 4 on Friday when we're together. But in looking at this, I see about 9 questions that are on the rest of page 2 that have not been in a video yet. So we're going to try those on Wednesday and Thursday. This is Yak Math Videos signing out.